Hey guys, it's Spacey Sims, and we are back with more Amnesia Crowd. This time we're starting Kent stuff today, and yes, I'm excited for it. I'm excited for Kent, because I love Kent. Okay, first Otome boyfriend, special place in my heart, probably secured all of the weird kinks that I have. Not the new ones that have developed, but all the original ones. Kind of like it when you're cold and mean to me, you're a little bit of an awkward nerd, and the glasses. I feel like Kent set the precedent for the things that I enjoy a lot in most of our Otome boyfriends. So, special place in my heart for that. And I say sort of excited because it's Kent and I love Kent, but also like, this game is getting to the point where I'm like, oh, yeah, I have to record this. And I feel bad saying that. I don't think Iki stuff was that bad, but I do feel like it is what it is. Sometimes it feels a little like sometimes we have really great moments and then sometimes it's lackluster, and I think overall I'm just like, about it. Like, and I don't think that's fair. But anyway, we're starting Kent's suspense stuff, which will be fun because the suspense stuff is generally interesting. Anyway, Orion, hey, do you remember what happened that fateful August? Whatever. Okay, can I skip that? Oh, no, that's quick load. Can I? No, wait. Okay, cool. Okay. Our other game does not like the skipping and the quick, and everything is so different. And like, if I record like one day of that and then I try to come, like, I can't. The buttons are all different, so I can't get back to my normal braining on normal buttons when I'm playing a game where every fucking button is wrong. And it's weird because I play that game and I'm like, every button is wrong and I want to click the right ones. Then when I get here and I should know the right ones, I want to click all the wrong ones. It doesn't. Listen. Anyway, it's like I forgot how to goddamn skip. We don't need to read all this. So, I'm sorry. My headset cord's in the. I'm in a mess. I'm a mess, okay? My headset cord was like in a knot and it was bugging me. We're picking Kent. All right. Running. Yeah, I know it's hard to breathe, but keep going. Just try to find a place you can lock yourself in for now. Is Ukyo trying to kill us? A bathroom. Okay. When we're connected like this, I feel like I'm sprinting too. Okay, the door's locked. That's reassuring. We should use your phone to call for help. Shh! I hear footsteps. The person who was chasing us came all the way here. Checking each stall, one by one. At this rate, they'll find us for sure. Why didn't we lock the bathroom door? The footsteps are leaving. Thank goodness. What in the world was that? Could it be that rumor Sawa told us about is really... Ah! What? What's that? Ah, look! You can see feet from the crack underneath the door. Those white things are shoes, right? Looks like boots? Judging by the size, it's probably a woman? Woman? Is it really the person from the rumor? Well, I'm not sure a person's the right word for it. We're in here right now! Use another stall! Hey, Spacey, is there any way we can escape without opening the door? Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Like, seriously, me being like, this game's a little lackluster. And then they just throw you right in. I know it's a suspense route, but like, what the fuck? They're throwing you right in and I'm here for it. I mean, the suspense routes are generally good so far, but like, we have ups and downs, like, with this. I think it's just because the romancy route, which should be the after, sometimes drags. I don't think Iki's was that bad, but I think just overall, it's like, But the suspense routes have generally been fun, and they're just throwing you right into this one, so I'm here for it. Okay, game. I'm going to start complaining more, because then the game is like, screw you! Look how exciting this is already, jerk! And I appreciate that. Make me eat my words, game, because that's what I'm waiting for. It's Kent, so I'm going to enjoy it, but anyway. I do think I was thinking, I'm like, maybe we should have done a totally different game we did later. And then Crowd, if I knew how Crowd was going to be, with these short kind of mini things, I think I would have done it like it'll take longer to do, but it would have been like we'll do the whole suspense route as one part, and it'll be like Sundays. It would be like a special Amnesia Crowd day where like you do the whole suspense route, you do the whole working route, you do the whole after love story, and then you do all the other stuff. So like it would have taken like 5 or 6 months to get through, but like, you know what I mean? It's already taken that long to get through anyway. And I think then it would have been, I could have paced myself a little bit differently and it wouldn't be like, oh God, I think then I would have but I didn't know how it was going to be. But knowing now, it's too late now, but I think that would have been a little bit better, because I'm thinking of the backlog and other games that I'd rather be playing and that making me like not appreciate this one for what it is. But also, it is iffy in spots. Like some spots it's great and some spots it's iffy. So I feel like the roller coaster just overall feels flat, even though we have great moments. It's just me. It's probably just me. Anyway. But this is starting out really good, so I'm here for it. I appreciate this. Let's keep it up. We're probably doing something stupid. Okay. At least Shins was like, why are we stupid running into a construction site? Everything else was like, the girls kidnapped us and stuffed us in a thing. What was Iki's? Why don't I remember his? My brain. Anyway. Have Orion check outside. Check inside the stall. No, have him check outside. I'm scared, but okay, I'm going for it. You're a spirit. I can't even see you. It's here! It's here! A ghost! A ghostly woman with a pale face and long hair! Look at his little face. She was glaring at the stall with a really scary look. We've got to hurry up and get the heck out of here. What do we do? Check inside the stall. Hold your breath and wait. I feel like checking inside the stall is probably the right answer. Yeah, okay. I didn't see that when I checked the guide. It was like, hold your breath and wait. Oh, okay. Investigation. All right, so toilet. In the lid, it's cedar plastic. Body's porcelain. Serial number. No point in checking that. Sorry, I'm so scared. I think I'm getting loopy. Anyway, I don't think there's a point in checking the toilet. Let's check somewhere else. Is that it? Switch for flushing. Whoops. Okay. There's no way. Noise is just gonna agitate her. Let's try and do something else. The toilet paper's out. If we had any, we could throw it and knock her out. I guess not. Who's gonna get knocked out by toilet paper? What kind of toilet paper do you have in Japan? Jesus. They're gonna have like, boop, ow. They tell you don't squeeze the Charmin for a reason, because it ain't gonna knock you out if you chuck it. Do we have a screwdriver in our purse? Maybe we can take this thing off and chuck it at her. How in the world will we get out? This is actually kind of stupid. We're being chased by a ghost, we're locked in a bathroom stall, and we're literally checking toilets. Again, I complain that the game sometimes, and this one is a lull, but this is one of the highs. Supposed to check the wall, but I don't know where the wall... Wait. Oh, there it is. I'm like, I can see the wall, but I'm like, which spot on the wall? There's no window to escape from. There's a gap near the ceiling, but we can't get up there. That won't work. No use checking the wall. Let's check something else. We checked everything, so now we hold our breath and wait. Okay. Oh, I don't know why I was trying to scroll, around, with the thing. Anyway, try holding your breath and watch what happens. Holding breath in 3, 2... I don't hear any more noises. Is it okay now? She's still here! Orion's voice hurts anyway, but when he's panicked, it hurts a lot. Like, Jesus. It's no use. There's no way to escape from here. Someone... just who are you? Why are you chasing her? Orion's screaming 10 minutes later. But, is the ghost, is he screaming out loud in my voice, or he's just screaming and it's like, the ghost can't hear you, and I'm quiet, so it's not like, someone's in here! She stopped banging on the door. Where did she go? Maybe I'll take a peek. saw earlier was really scary, but I have to check, so I'll do my best. Oh my god. We did it! Looks like there's no one there. Maybe that ghost gave up. Now to make our getaway. Let's find a well-lit street, okay? Open the door carefully so you don't make any noise. Checking the front. No suspicious looking people here. Okay, let's go. Do your best. A little more and we'll reach Main Street. Just a little further. We made it. Phew, I'm so tired. You held on really well. You did great. So we're not going to get stuck somewhere? Like we're not stuck in the bathroom calling Ken for help like because a ghost was chasing? Could you imagine? Oh, right. Iki's was the freaking suspense in the math lab and then we killed it. Right. We did the math puzzles with Kent. That was actually really fun. That one was great. Anyway. That one was great. Like, Shin's was kind of stupid. Like, on our part. Like, we ran into a construction site like an idiot. And then, like, Thomas was like, those bitches stuck me in a freezer. And I'm like, I said this in the public restroom, too. But the person who chased you was a scary-looking woman. That ghost story Sawa told us this afternoon was real. It was probably Sawa trying to scare us or some shit. Several hours earlier. Like, watch. There's so little happening today that I'm yawning even though I'm not sleepy. Oh, Kent, did you come to check up on Spacey? I simply wanted to have some coffee while sorting my research documents. Really? But if that's what you're doing, aren't there other cafes more suitable for working in? Look at Sawa's face. The days you come here are always when Spacey has a shift, you know. That's not true. I really shouldn't have come here so often. You're asserting that it isn't coincidence. Getting embarrassed? Spacey, since he came here, you should go take his order. I love how she's like teasing Ken. He's like, that's just bullshit. I come here because I like the atmosphere. The cute maids. And maybe Iki if he's here. Does he work here in this one? I don't remember. The only customer is Ken right now, so you two go and talk. Don't worry about us being here. That's what I'm talking about. Ken, please take care. What do you mean by that? I don't understand this. Poor Kent. I love him so much. I love the clueless ones. Oh, the manager? Since when was he out on the floor? He's just staring quietly from the corner. Well, I guess he's always quiet. His expressions are hard to read. Mine's type is a real mystery. I'm sorry, but Mine has a point. Like, Waka is sexy. And I'm sorry, but that CG is still haunting me from later. Like, haunting me in the best way possible, but it will never leave my brain. It's just there, like, hello. Like, I forget a lot of CGs, don't get me wrong. We've seen hundreds of them. Probably at least 1,000 or more at this point. And, like, some of them you're like, oh, I forgot about that one. But some of them stick in your brain. Like Van Helsing's butt crack. Hello! I remember that! And the Waka top, like, shirt opens, just there for my enjoyment. Like, looking disrespectfully, sir. Like, you can't do that. You know? I'm just like... I got Mine's type is a mystery. Mine, every time she described the guy she was into, we thought she was talking about Kent. So I don't think her type is a mystery, because we're basically dating her type. I'm sure they're being considerate because Kent's your boyfriend, but it's a little complicated. We're not sure how you felt towards Kent before you got amnesia, after all. Oh, that's true. This is during the amnesia portion before we totally fell in love with him. Also concerning that he himself says that you hate him. What happened between you two? It's frustrating that you can't remember. This might be none of my business, but from my point of view, you two seem to be doing well. And Kent's now putting his feelings into words. And I feel like you're happy about it, too. I guess there's no point in worrying about this right now. Anyway, let's talk to him. Is it okay if we talk a little? What would you like to drink? Talk to him. So, yeah. Okay. Better. Do you mean, rather than taking my order, you wish to speak to me personally? How long is a little exactly? If it's truly a little while, then sure. I know you're on the clock. Oh, I didn't consider. I thought I was going to be like, if it's a little while, fine, because I've got shit to do. Even though I'm here to stare at you. I mean, valid. Because if you were working here, especially wearing cat ears, I would absolutely come in. I got shit to do, and part of that is staring at you. So go away so I can look at you from afar and giggle. But then come back over. If we talk for too long, I'm sure Mine and Sawa would be okay. But wouldn't it upset your manager? Silent Waka. If he has noticed us, but hasn't said anything, should I take that as tacit consent? If that's the case, then I should be able to talk to you for a decent amount of time. I'm quite grateful I won't have to worry about needing to let you get back to work quickly. It's more comfortable to talk when there's time to spare, rather than being rushed, after all. He's really laying his reasons on pretty thick. I feel like that's a Kent thing, though. Overthinking everything. And I feel that. Feel it hard. Yeah, I think he's just happy that he's able to talk to you for as long as possible. And sorry, but I'll be working on my document at the same time. I'm pressed for time. I'll be opening my laptop. I think you already opened your laptop. I'm like, it sounds like a fucking typewriter. Your laptop keyboarding sounds typewritery. It's weird. If the cafe gets busy, I won't stay long, so rest assured. I'll do my work after I'm done speaking with you, of course. That would be more efficient. I feel a sense of shame about this, but I'm too distracted by you to do any work. That's not... You shouldn't be ashamed of that. Like, I am into it. 30 minutes later. Aww. And 30 minutes talking. Blink, 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 blink. Besides Kent, there haven't been any customers at all. I'd like to talk to Kent, since it's been a little while. No? It's fine. But, manager! How long have you been there? I thought you were in the kitchen. I couldn't even sense you. I may use this time as a break until other customers arrive. Really? Yes, thank you! Yes, I know we won't get too relaxed, so we'll be ready anytime customers come in. Oh, hey, manager, about the project I proposed before. Do you think it might be possible to test it out on Kent? It looks like it's alright as long as Kent says it's okay. You're the best at reading the manager's expressions. I love how, like, fucking Waka says nothing, he just blinks. I'm like, Mina's like, he's blinking in Morse code, I get it. What do you want from me, gathering here so suddenly? Our manager told us we could take a break until other customers come in, so we're here to talk to you. Do you have time right now? I don't mind. Still, for me to be the only customer around this time, is this cafe doing all right? We have a lot more regulars usually. We're fine. Today's just a little unusual. Oh, fucking Toma's here. You've come to expect this shit, right? Listen. I did amazing. Tooting my own horn here during Toma's route and not being like, fuck you, Toma, I want to light you on fire. All right? But that doesn't mean when he shows up in other routes, I'm not going to be like, fuck you, Toma, I want to light you on fire. I don't actually feel that way right now. It's more like, get out of here. Go away before I tell you I want to light you on fire. Like, right now I don't want to light you on fire, but like, you're this close, buddy. It's very small this close. Okay, you can't see it, but... So, are you going to try that project on Kent? The kitchen's dead right now, and the manager said it was okay, so I came too. Ugh. Listen, I didn't hate Toma during Toma's route, but I still hate Toma in principle, right? It's just... What exactly is this project?
So there's a really scary ghost story going around? Well, maybe it's more of a rumor, but it happened nearby. Since it's summertime, I thought we could have a ghost story day where we tell customers scary stories. I thought I'd test it by telling you my ghost story, Kent. What do you think?
I suppose I can listen. I doubt how scary it can be if you're the one telling it, Sawa.
You can make your own judgments after you've heard it. Manager, please get the lights.
Waka doesn't say anything.
The darkness changes the mood completely. Sawa, I'm looking forward to this. I know. So I heard a strange rumor that happened near here recently.
One night a boy... Well... Just thinking, like, we should put Sawa. Sawa should get her voice all scary for this. Had to be slightly disjointing for everyone, which is the fun part. Anyway. Alright, so she's super serious. So,
one night a boy, while heading from the train station to his house, was walking down a lonely alleyway. That boy was all by himself. Of course, the only footsteps he could hear were his own. Or so he thought. But after some time, he started hearing another set of footsteps walking behind him, in time with his own pace. That boy thought that someone just happened to be going the same way he was, kept walking. Those footsteps followed him the whole time. One moment, he'd taken a fearful glance behind him, but there was no one there. He had a creepy feeling and apparently hurried home. And the next day, and the next, kept hearing the footsteps following him. And also, the distance the footsteps followed him slowly became longer. At first, it was only the alleyway, but a few days later, it followed him all the way to his house. Even if he didn't want to pass through the alley, it was the only path from the station to his house. He tried to think that it was just his imagination. The footsteps were absolutely getting closer. Wait a sec! I go through that path a lot. Maybe I shouldn't have listened to this.
So then what ultimately happened? Getting so bored.
In the end, it seems his irritation won over his fear. Perhaps the stress from his fear? The boy turned toward the footsteps and yelled, "Stop it already! Show yourself!" But no one came out. Relieved, he entered his house and opened the door to his room. Smelled something foul, as if something was rotten.
This dramatic Sawa reading is so bad. It's fun.
When he hurriedly turned his lights on, a dark shadow stood in the middle of his room. Closely, it was a woman with long black hair.
Black hair. I was trying. Oh, my eyes were on head. Wow.
Long black hair, head drooping. Well, why do we have to hear such a scary story during our sleepy afternoon tea time? Noah, what happened to that boy? As I hear, they say that after that, the boy went missing and no one's heard from him. It's rumored that he was taken away by that woman.
Ridiculous. There's a limit to how childish a story can be.
What? Really? You weren't scared at all?
It isn't a question of whether it's scary or not. It's an issue of credibility. If he was taken by that so-called ghost woman, how did the story become a rumor? In particular, that last bit, only the boy in question can know of it. The one who should be missing. Now that you mention it, if he couldn't tell the story to anyone, it can't spread. Exactly. So putting aside the footsteps, the last part must be a total fabrication.
You're right. Oh well, that's good. So it's just the usual shady urban legend. Aw, you're such a party pooper, Kent. Now my ghost story's all ruined. Yeah, that shocked me. It was just made up. Yeah, it has to be. Ghosts aren't real, right?
I don't know. Ask Waka in the game when we play the the working sessions. Because that Waka talks to ghosts, so.
Phew! Work was tiring. It was that empty in the afternoon, but it got surprisingly busy at night. Even when we had so little to do while Kent was there. Speaking of Kent, I really think he stopped by today in order to see you. At first, I really thought he was a blunt guy, but lately my image of him has changed. Hey, are those footsteps that I'm hearing behind us? And I don't really want to remember this, but isn't this the path that Sawa was talking about this afternoon? I'm not trying to scare you, but I feel like there's no one walking behind you. You want to check too? I'll count down, so let's do it together. 3, 2, 1. No one's behind us. The footsteps stopped too. Maybe yours were just echoing off something. Yeah, either way, there's not many people on this path, and it's a little worrying. So let's hurry home. Huh? What? Are the footsteps following us? I'm not imagining it right. Whoa, what should we do? Let's try turning around one more time. 1 and 2. Peek.
Oh, there's a little peek.
There really isn't anyone there. It's a single path and no places to hide. That's scary. Let's just hurry home. At this rate, no one needs to keep up appearances. Let's run home. All right, keep it up. Hurry, hurry. But be careful not to trip. It's following us. It's following us, right? Well, what should we do? Oh, look. The park should have a public restroom. What if we escape into there? Anyway, let's escape to a place with a lock and call for help. Safety comes first.
I feel like we'd probably have been fine without Orion. Ah, yes, definitely press the Kent connection.
Whoever just chased us now must be the ghost Sawa was talking about, right?
Read the tutorial for connection. No.
A woman with that scary of a face can't be normal. She banged wordlessly on the door, too. How should we get home from now? Every way to your apartment passes through a dark street. I know, why don't we call Kent and have him take you home? You might not want to bother him because he's busy with research, but now's okay to rely on him. In fact, I think if you didn't call him, he'd get angry afterwards.
Especially if we got murdered by a ghost.
Well, I want to believe he's the type who'd be angry.
Probably. Kent, he would definitely come take us. It's you. Is something the matter? Do you need me? God, yes, Kent, I need you all the time. 3 minutes later, I'm scared of going home alone because of that ghost story. Not because I think a ghost's gonna get me, but I think a mugger might, or something. I see. Putting aside whether it's a ghost or not, it seems true you were chased by a suspicious person. That long-haired man that spoke to you recently, it's also possible it was him. Yeah. And that suspicious person seemed to be obsessed with you, and he is more realistic than a ghost, and more likely to kill me. Either way, please wait there. I'll be right over to pick you up. Where are you currently? Any landmarks? And then there should be a nearby convenience store. Go inside and wait for me there. To reiterate, I'll be going right away. You mustn't wander on your own. He's like, I will be there in a minute. Do not wander. We're gonna wander and get lost, and that's what's gonna happen.
It seems like Kent really cares about you. He's still that long-haired man Kent was talking about. He meant the Grim Reaper-like guy. And I understand Kent doubting us, but it was a ghost woman that chased us today, and I saw it with my own eyes.
I don't know, Ukio's really pretty, and I think you might have mistaken him for a girl, and also, you're not a great judge of character, so I don't trust you fully, Orion. I love you, but I don't know if I trust you. You were also petrified and came screaming back like a little bitch, despite the fact that you're a spirit and the ghost can't get you. So I'm just saying, I'm not sure I fully trust your vision.
Kent doesn't know about me, so it'd be difficult to have him believe us, though.
I find it difficult to believe you, and I know you. Connection, Kent. Who was it that chased after her? That long-haired man. She said he felt like the Grim Reaper to her. It's much more probable that it was him rather than a ghost. Or possibly another suspicious person. But either way, it's true that she was targeted by someone. It's quite shameful. When I heard Sawa's ghost story, I felt no fear whatsoever, but just receiving a call from her saying she was chased by someone makes me feel this much fear. And feeling this fear is a first. It's almost fascinating how little my reason can restrain it. Because you're not afraid of ghosts, but you're afraid of me getting hurt. That's adorable. Wow, that was quick. 15 minutes later. I mean, it was a quick little bit with Kent.
Kent should be coming soon, I think. It's hard to just wait inside, so we came out here, but if he's coming from the university, you should walk over from that direction.
Don't go that way.
No, it's Kent! Kent's come for us! He's walking really quickly over.
So it was this store. I realized while walking that there are 3 of them in the area, so I panicked. If I were mistaken, I'd end up lengthening the time you were alone. Still, why aren't you waiting inside? And did I not tell you over the phone to wait in the store? There's no need to wait for me outside during an emergency where you may be stalked. It's especially cold tonight as well. Don't you think it's better to stay warm in the store then? Do I need to more persistently and carefully give you instructions?
Yes. You might want to put me in a cage.
You know what, Kent? I would do it for you. You know, should I explain how much I was relieved and worried when I saw you outside? Even by the store, it's still outside. It's more dangerous out there. Please don't make me any more worried than I already am. I love the fact that he's like chiding us, like, didn't I tell you to wait in the store? Do you know how scared I am of you being outside when you were being stalked? And I told you to wait inside and you're outside and somebody could have kidnapped you. You're like, thank you for being worried and stressed out. I love you and I'm sorry. Like, I'm sorry. It's actually, I'll be careful. I want to apologize though. Please do so. No, well, it's not your sole responsibility that you were followed by a suspicious person. Are you alright? You're not injured? It looks like you're fine. Goodness. Then I'll take you back home. Please tell me in detail what happened while we walk. Love Kent so goddamn much. I love Iki, but Kent is definitely my favorite. I can't help it. 5 minutes later. I love this gigantic math nerd. Just so sweet and innocent and just... God, I love him. I see. So in the moment, you rushed into the bathroom. Are you an idiot? And he called me an idiot. You know I like that shit. When running, head to where more people are. This is the most basic of any survival theory. Also, in regards to the ghost, I believe you were mistaken. Even on a single path, there are plenty of places to hide. It's possible you failed to see someone there on such a dark road. You looked behind for only a short time and only gave a cursory look, yes? A suspicious person may have simply hidden in the darkness. A person can't actually disappear. There's always a trick to something that looks like magic. You said you only saw feet in the bathroom. You can't assert it was a woman just from that. After all, at the time you were in a panic state. I doubt you could make rational judgments. See, Orion, you're not rational when you're freaking out. You're merely assuming it's a woman ghost because of Salva's ghost story from this afternoon.
No, it's hard to argue, but I saw a really scary-faced woman at the public restroom. And I can only think it was a ghost. And I can't explain it, though, since Kent doesn't know I exist.
That's not what the spirit possessing my brain and who gave me amnesia says. Maybe I shouldn't trust him. He also thinks Toma's a good person, so... I mean... When we've arrived at your apartment, I'll take you to your room. Is something the matter? You keep looking behind.
Just now, did I imagine hearing footsteps behind us? I'm just imagining it. Kent says ghosts don't exist, but if they do... If the footsteps followed us home, then in your room... she won't be there, right?
Why are you frozen while holding your key? Could you be worried about someone hiding inside? I suppose it isn't impossible for a suspicious person to sneak into your room. That's not helping either! Like, You're like, I'm sure it's not a ghost. It's probably just a murderer. Jesus. Not helping, Kent. Between you and Orion, I'm going to have a heart attack out of fear. Jesus. Please lend me your key. I'll open the door. I'll check your room with you as well. And this lock is weak to being picked. It may be good to change the lock as well. Here, I unlocked it. Let's hurry inside. Oh, well, if there's something inconvenient, then I can wait for a moment. You are living here alone. There may be clothes or things you don't wish a man to see. Think I just leave my panties strung all over the place? They're in the hamper. Just don't dig through my drawers.
When he says clothes, does he mean underwear? It's true it might be embarrassing if he saw, but...
Oh, Kent. I want you to see my underwear, but only if it's on me at the time, and then on the floor after. You know, when you take it. Never mind. We're not at that point yet. We barely even remember why we're dating him, so. If there is something, I'll wait outside until you've cleaned it up. Once you're done, I'll also come inside to check if it's safe with you. But what if I walk in and the ghost is there and it takes me away instantaneously? That's not going to help.
Wait, I appreciate the concern, but then there's no point if someone's actually there.
There's nothing embarrassing to be seen, and even if there is, it'll be fine. Yeah. I see. And then I can feel safe entering. Again, I don't just, like, whip off my bra and underwear when I get home and just leave them strewn everywhere. I mean, when you and I get home in the heat of the moment, things might go everywhere, but, like, we'll clean it up afterwards, fine. And you would remember that, and then it wouldn't be that embarrassing. But I don't generally just fling my underwear wherever. They go in the hamper when you take them off. You know what I mean? Like, again, don't dig through my laundry basket. I understand. And then I'll go inside first and check things. I love it when Kent's sprite is like this, the haughty over-the-shoulder. Like, look, it's just beautiful. Please keep your shoes on and wait at the front door. And stay prepared just in case so you can run immediately. And then it's like, I'll have to run, but it's going to take you 4 hours to do the buckles and straps and ties on your boots that you're wearing. I don't think his are as bad as some people. I can't quite remember his boots in particular. I feel like with Kent, even with all the crazy buckles and stuff, he's like, no, my boots have zips on the side. There's lots of buckles, but the easy zip on and off. Practicality for Kent. Not like freaking, is it Shin that has 2 different boots on and one's thigh high and the other, and they lace up, and there's probably not a zipper on those. He's like, no, I have to lace these. Give me an hour.
And this may be the first time Kent's felt so reliable. I moved.
You know, this time I trust your judge of character, Orion. 3 minutes later. From what I've confirmed, nothing seems unusual in your room. I'll be heading home then. Make sure not to forget locking your door with the chain. Also, keep your cell phone on hand while sleeping. Even if there's nothing to report to the police, if anything strange happens, call me. I'll come right away. You could just stay here with me. Also, starting tomorrow, don't walk alone on dark streets. I was also careless. Even when I heard from you about the long-haired man, I let you walk alone at night. When I'm caught up in my research, there are times when my thoughts get stuck and nothing can be done. And during those times, changing my mood by walking outside a little may give me an unexpected inspiration. So you don't have to worry.
About what?
If you're looking at me so quizzically, I must not have said enough. No, I think you said half your thoughts. I know what he means. Don't worry. I'll come walk you home because it might be good for me to take a break. But I see that's not exactly what you said, so. It means you can call me without worry after your part-time. It's no issue to accompany you from work to your home. Being worried you might be in danger would instead be a hindrance to my research.
That's it. Oh, so that's it. Lately, Kent really doesn't spare his words when it comes to you. It feels like you two used to always argue just because you didn't talk enough. Since we don't know your feelings before your amnesia, there's still some worry left.
Oh, my neck. Sorry.
We can't be sure it's okay to become closer to Kent like this. But it might be alright, you know?
Oh, Kent.
Hey, Spacey! I just wiped that table a moment ago. to wipe the table next to it. You seem kind of out of it today. You don't need to act tough around me, okay? If you're trouble, talk to me.
I feel like that's more Mine's voice than Sawa. I don't know what's happening.
Just rely on me. You can throw anything out to me. Sawa, it's because of yesterday you're feeling so down, right? Hey, Spacey, let's tell her about what happened.
5 minutes later.
That seriously happened? It has to be the rumored ghost. You had such a scary ordeal. So that's why you were Spacey. Again, why do people question?
It's so much funnier that I put my name in here and then everyone's like, that's why you were spacing out, or that's why you were acting so spacey. I mean, so that's why you were spacey. Because I'm always spacey? Smack. Sawa, that's my name, you idiot. Of course I'm always spacey. What the shit? Just like you're always Sawa. Dumb. Oh, not what you meant.
But Kent's really kind to come and pick you up. Welcome back, Master. Kent, you've got good timing.
Is something the matter with me?
Just now I heard about Spacey getting chased by the ghost yesterday.
Oh, that story. I told her this last night as well, but that wasn't a ghost. As for the footsteps, she simply didn't see the person. If she stayed calm, she could have found the owner of the footsteps. It was probably Ukyo.
But you can't say it wasn't a ghost for sure, right? It's way too scary to wordlessly chase someone and bang on the restroom door.
And there's a limit to how unscientific one can be. Both Sawa and you...
But it's not confirmed whether that rumor's fake or not. Oh, wait. Am I getting in the way of you two? Then I'll retreat so you two take it easy.
And considering yesterday, too, and this cafe's quite lenient on staff. Or are they showing consideration since I'll be gone next month? It bothers me, but it seems there are no other customers, so I'll accept their kindness. Oh, that's true, because he was going to go away, right? In the original, to London. No, more importantly, about you. Actually, this morning I was thinking of taking you to your work, but I didn't have the time.
Yeah, but it's bright out, so it's fine. Kent's research to study abroad is at its turning point. He must have been busy with that. He's leaving overseas next month. Only your memories could return quickly, so we knew your relationship with him. And Kent's attitude's becoming softer too. Like right now. You want to respond to it properly.
Have you met the long-haired suspicious person? If not, then it's fine. I don't want to be so distracted by ghosts that we overlook a real suspect. And so, it's very difficult for me to say, but this evening, I have some business I can't miss. Was it at the end of last month? It's the errand I told you of then. You remember it, yes?
Right, of course, that errand! That thing with the stuff! This is bad. What's his errand? You haven't remembered it, have you?
You seem not to remember. Did you forget it?
Could it be suspecting your amnesia?
I mean, my name is Spacey, and everyone asks why I'm so spacey all the time, so don't you think it's feasible that you told me something a month ago and I forgot? I can't really remember last week very well. I'm old. And I just forget shit.
Actually, if we could tell him about me and your amnesia, and he believes us and helps us out, it'd be really heartening. But that's impossible.
Could it be that you're... No, I won't for now. Either way, I have an errand tonight I'm going out for. It's a small gathering at a restaurant, but for some reason the professor told me to be there. It's quite troublesome, but I can't refuse in my position. So even if you contacted me, I can't take you back home. I came here to tell you this, and by telling you early you'll have more time to handle it. You may be able to find someone besides me to walk home with. In other words, please be well and truly be careful today when you head home. I like how he came and he's like, I can't walk you home, so I need you to be careful and think about this. Ding, ding, ding. Pokes you on the head. Think, girl. And that's all I came here for. And today I have to return to the university right away. I apologize for not ordering anything, but my time's up. If anything happens, please call.
Ken ended up leaving quickly, huh? So he just came to check up on you. He really does seem to care about you a lot.
Yeah, he does. Connection, Ken. Yes. It's me. Yes, I just finished with my errand. The professor's searching for me. I'm sorry. Please tell him any excuse. I'll be back in 30 minutes. Yes, that's correct. The data in that folder is the latest, and... No, it's not the file with that name, but... It's difficult to explain on the phone. I'll hurry back, so please wait for me. And the fact I couldn't progress my work as well as expected last night is having an effect. I couldn't prepare the data I was to submit this morning, so I've caused trouble for those around me. And they've thankfully misinterpreted it as being tired from preparing for studying abroad. But I couldn't possibly tell them I couldn't touch my work because I was worried over her. You could. You could be like, I'm sorry, my girlfriend had an emergency. Someone was chasing her. I'm sorry, someone was stalking my girlfriend, so I had to leave and go walk her home safely so she didn't get kidnapped. I mean, I feel like people would understand that. And though if I had finished my work last night, I would have had time to escort her to work this morning. Not only did a strange person speak to her, yesterday she was chased in a terrifying ordeal. Will she be alright? She's getting too preoccupied with the ghost story. I'd rather that she'd listen to me and be more wary of suspicious humans instead. Yeah, but, you know, it's hard when you have a spirit in your head who swears it was a ghost. But still, she had forgotten about my appointment to go out with the professor. Even after she'd complained so earnestly on my behalf about how troublesome it sounded. And the reason she's been acting strange since this month began isn't to improve our relationship. But another possibility... is it more realistic to suspect that she has amnesia? I'm really shocked because I feel like if you were just forgetful about something, your friends would just be like, huh, are you okay? Are you stressed or whatever? They wouldn't be like, do you have amnesia? No one would ever jump to that. Who in the history of eternity has ever, when anyone's ever forgotten plans or done anything like this, been like, do you have amnesia? You're like, are you, like, stressed from work? Is something going on? Are you okay? Like, you think of every possible... They hate me. They hate me, and they pretended they forgot plans because they hate me. Not, they have amnesia. That's the last thing you'd fucking think. No, it's still too soon to make a decision. She may have simply forgotten about it. That's the most normal conclusion. Kent, you're so weird. I mean, we do have amnesia, but come on. For me to say it out loud, it's almost as if I'm trying to convince myself of it. Also, the fact that Kent's walking down the street talking to himself, I identify with. And that's right, realistically, there's a high chance she's lost all memories up until last month. I know this, but even then I find myself not wanting to believe it. If she does have amnesia, then I'm mistaken about what I felt was her showing interest in me. Aw, sweetie, no. Not yet. It's still too soon for me to judge. We can stay like this for a while, even if it's merely putting off the answer. I love the fact that he's like, she might have amnesia, and that's why she's being nice to me, but I'm just gonna pretend I don't know about it because I'm enjoying this. Aww. We do have amnesia, but I do love you, Kent. She might not have liked you because you were cold about the dog dying thing, but I do adore you, so. I'm sorry! If possible, I'd walk home partway together with you, but after this I have an errand in another direction I can't miss, and it's almost time for it. I can't have you wait at Maid no Hitsuji until I'm done either. It'll get pretty late. I'm not Kent, but I'm worried about you too, so be careful of your surroundings while heading home, okay? Oh, this is where we're gonna get trapped somewhere. I know. After my errand's over today, I'll go and check around the public restroom in the park. Yeah, at this rate, you'll stay anxious, right? I want to check the truth of the rumor too, so I'll go quick. It's dangerous, so please don't... I can't let you go alone. Yeah, I can't let you go alone. You're going to come too? You can't. It's dangerous.
All right, I can't take you with me, so I won't go. Thank goodness. We don't want your good friend to get involved with something dangerous.
I like her. We're like, don't go. It's dangerous. She's like, you can't come with me. It's dangerous. I'll do it myself. Like, listen, danger-prone Daphne, what the shit? Sawa was like, you can't handle it. You're right, I can't, but what, you can? Wait, you can punch a ghost? I don't think you can punch a ghost, Sawa. But it still bothers me. I love we have no friends who can help us. Like, walk us home.
Well, we're here at this road. The other road we tried to take just happened to be under construction, too. If we go way around, there's a brighter path. But then it'll be late when you get home. So that's why we came here. Remembering yesterday, it's scary. Footsteps when no one's there. Hey, Spacey, do you think we just didn't see who was making footsteps yesterday, like Kent said? Should we check if there's places to hide or blind spots on this street? If we do, it might be a little reassuring. We can deal with a human better than a ghost.
You know what we should do? We should put our phone to our ear and talk to Orion out loud. Oh my god, I know. It's so funny. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I heard that too. Yeah. Because then the person thinks we're on the phone and they're not going to attack us. Because, being attacked! They think we're on the phone, they're less likely to kidnap us. Right? I'm just saying, if I were going to kidnap somebody, I'd be less likely to attack them on the phone where they can turn around and be like, oh my god! Like, Kent, it's that creepy Grim Reaper dude! Killing me, stabbing me! You know what I mean? If they knock the phone out of your hand first, but like, I'm just saying. You know, maybe that's where having one of those Bluetooth headsets behind your ear and you're talking and people are like looking at you like crazy. Like,
I'm my Bluetooth headset.
Like, listen, douche, you're the one walking through fucking Walmart talking to yourself. You know what I mean? Like, so like, you know, get one of those. Then nobody will know it's there and then they can't knock it out of your phone like a cell phone. So I'm just saying that's a good... You might look like a jackass walking through the store like that, but that's good for when you're walking down a dark alley and you're on the phone talking to someone. They can't knock a phone out of your hand and you can turn around and be like, it's that Grim Reaper dude! It's actually a ghost! You know, because it's in your ear and they wouldn't know it's there with your hair over it. I was just throwing it out there. But we don't have one of those, so just pretend we're talking to someone on the phone. Anyway,
if we do, it might be a little reassuring. We can deal with a human better than a ghost.
I don't think so. I'm pretty sure it's Ukyo and we're gonna get stabbed.
Only, if who chased you really was a ghost, if we take the time to check things, we might get chased again, and this time we might not escape and get caught. What do you want to do?
Check the street, just hurry on through. Ooh, both of these. Oh! Save file! Were we saving these at the bottom, I feel like? How many do we have? 1, 2, just 2. Okay, so. All right, save file 1. Okay. Oop. And this, check the street.
You're right. What Ken said did make sense. Let's check it out while staying close to Main Street. Look, that hole in the hedge and the gap in that concrete wall. Can't a human hide in both? Also, how dark is it here? Even if a person stood here, it's hard to tell from far away. There's really more places to hide than I'd imagined. And even if they're not trying to hide, there are places where it's hard to see things. It's possible to mistake a normal passersby's footsteps as those of a ghost. That person yesterday definitely chased you. Which means, like Ken said, what we encountered was a suspicious human. And she had a scary face and chased you wordlessly. That's scary too! We can't fully throw out the ghost idea, but either way, we don't want to meet her. Spacey, let's take the long way around today after all. I think it's safer.
If we hurried on through, Ukyo would jump out and stab us. We're dying in that one for shizzles.
It got pretty late since we took the long way around, but I'm glad nothing happened. Whoa, what? Why did it get suddenly dark? Oh, the breaker fell. That's right, it's not like someone turned off the lights. Because it was dark, we turned on all the lights, the TV, and the microwave. We turned on too much. Let's put the breaker back up. Every tiny little thing is starting to feel scary. You left the window open a little for ventilation, right? You sometimes open it before going out. It's not like someone opened it. I don't remember well, but I think you opened it this morning. Yeah.
Check under the bed, goddammit, and in the closet.
Close it securely and lock it. Lock the internal lock, too. Yeah, I doubt that someone would come in through the window, though.
It's fucking dripping in the faucet.
That surprised me. We didn't turn off the faucet properly.
It does that like every once. Like if your toilet starts running like randomly, you're like trying to sleep and then it goes, you're like, ah! And you're like, oh god, oh, this is the toilet. I'm doing that every once in a while. I think one of the seals needs to be fixed, but you know what I mean? It's terrifying. Like when it happens when you're sleeping, you're like, Jesus! So it's like that when you're already scared and then you hear the dripping in the faucet, you're like, what was that? Ninja pose, like, you're gonna karate chop a fucking ghost. Jesus.
Hey, why don't we sleep with the lights on tonight? You'd feel safer if you did that, right? Yeah, I'm fine, though. All right?
I'm fine. You're not fine. You're the one freaking out. The next day.
Your shift starts in the afternoon today, so it's a little more relaxed than usual, huh? Hello, Spicy. Oh, hello, Spacey. That's right, manager. She might know something. Today Sawa hasn't come in. Did you hear anything? Sawa was early shift, but she hasn't come in yet. Well, Spacey, have you heard of anything? She won't pick up. If you know anything, please tell me.
Is the suspense route searching for Sawa? Holy shit.
Anything we know. Oh, didn't you talk about checking out the rumor yesterday? Yeah, I thought she stopped after you talked to her, but... Your face, you know something. If you do, please tell us.
5 minutes later, probably. Yeah, 5 minutes later, look at that. I'm wicked fucking smart. Because it's been 5 minutes later for the most part.
I see. So she may have gone to find the truth of the urban legend. That may be overblown for one day of absence and no contact. But I'm a little worried. Depending on circumstances, today I'll visit her home. So, I wonder what happened. Welcome back, Master. I'm getting used to serving customers along with you.
Well, it's you. I never get used to that greeting. I have time today, so I'll rest a while here. A coffee, please. No, before that, who did you go home with yesterday? It seems Sawa was here, but did you ever go with you, or someone else? It isn't mistaken for a young woman to ask a man to escort her if she's walking home at night. And there's a higher chance any suspicious person would lose the will to get closer if you're with a man as well. Thinking of your safety, it's natural for me to think of this as a good thing. However, when a young woman's taken home by a man, there exist other dangers, especially if it's Toma, because I'm going to end up in a cage, which is why I went home alone, by the way. A danger of him coming on to you, the danger of you starting to hold special feelings for him. Just because he walked me home? Like, shit. Kent, it's like you know me. I'm just kidding. I only fall for Blake Otome men that way. You know what I mean? Like, he walked me home. I'm in love. Look, he's pretty. I'm in love. That's basically how it works for me. In real life, it'd be like, why would I even be out of my house for anyone to walk me home? That's weird. But, like, you know what I mean? And I don't think I'd let a strange person walk me and or drive me home. Don't know you. Not knowing that you don't need to know where I live. So, like, the chances of I just met this guy or, you know, whatever, and they're driving me home and now I'm in love with them. Okay. I'm not going to hold special feelings for them. And also, if it's someone I know, in this case, Toma, right, would be like, oh, Toma's walking me home. I now have special feelings for him because he walked me home that one time. You weren't there for me! One time. Come on, Ken. Jesus Christ. Get it together. I like how insecure you are about it, though. It's adorable. Just want to pet you, ruffle your hair, and be like, oh, sweetie. Toma's a psychopath who put me in a cage, and you have glasses. Perfectly reasonable explanation of why I would never fall in love with Toma. I gave him a pass for all the Toma fans in his route in this game because it wasn't bad. Not gonna lie. It was fine. It was boring. The after row was a little, draggy. But, overall, Toma himself was acceptable, and I didn't want to stab him. There's that. And with that in mind, this strange, hazy feeling would be justified. It should be... I don't know how you'll feel about this. I only hope you don't grow weary of me. While wishing for your safety, I also imagine another man taking you home, and I felt an indescribable hazy feeling within me.
You're so roundabout. Are you embarrassed? Is that speech pattern just ingrained into you? He's basically saying he's jealous of another man, right? Like how Orion can translate Kent.
Orion, you're getting used to him. See, I love it. I mean, that's exactly, we knew what he was saying. It's funny. Are you exasperated with me?
A little. No! Like we just stare at him like, I don't even know what's happening here.
Judging from your expression, you don't seem exasperated or particularly upset, but may I take it as such? In fact, from your attitude, it seems you don't think ill of it. I wish to believe that, but I like how we just don't say anything and he's like... Oh. Okay, whatever. Anyway, sorry. I'm assuming we go to the Kent connection, yeah. So then, who did you head home with yesterday? If you really did go home with another man, I won't be upset. I only said what I did earlier so you wouldn't need to worry if I react in any way when you tell me. Could you please tell me about your walk home yesterday?
I like how this whole thing, it's like 5 minutes of if you walked home with another man, that makes sense because then people wouldn't attack you if you were with another man, but then you might fall in love with him and I'm really worried about it and I'm not going to say that, but anyway, did you walk home with another man? Because I'm not going to be mad, you should just tell me anyway, and I just wanted I wanted to throw that out there in case I look weird when you say it, but it's just because I'm jealous, but I'm not jealous, it's fine, whatever. Ken, what the shit?
I love you so much. I'm not expecting anything interesting, so don't worry. I'm just curious about what you did. God, he's such a fucking nerd. I love him. 5 minutes later. So you did return alone, but you took the long way around and chose safe streets. I'm also glad you now see the possibility of a human, rather than a ghost, causing those footsteps. Although it bothers me you haven't given up on the ghost theory. Still, it's very like Sawa to try and find the truth of the rumor. Without checking, I'm sure of it being a fake story, but I appreciate her spirit. Still, I don't approve of... Oh, linking. Okay. Still, I don't approve of linking said ghost story with Sawa's absence today. I understand being worried, but you're overthinking it. It's a common occurrence to be unable to contact a college student for a day, I would think.
Hello, Kent. I'm sorry to bother you both while you're chatting, but can I have a moment?
Oh, if you have business with her, then feel free to take her with you.
No, we can talk here. Spacey, the manager just called Sawa now, but she still wouldn't pick up.
Ah, that story. I just heard about it from Spacey. Perhaps she can't be reached because her phone's run out of charge, yes? I feel with Sawa it's possible she left it uncharged for too long.
It's possible that Sawa went to investigate the rumor about the ghost yesterday, right? And being unable to contact her today, isn't the timing just a little too good?
Ken's banging his head on the table right now.
And she's got a point. You just got attacked by a woman or a ghost and... nasty coincidences keep piling up in the past several days.
Everyone around me is paranoid except for Kent.
Yesterday, too, the construction, the breaker in your room, the window. I end up thinking wild things like some malice towards you is making these happen.
I mean, that's actually valid in this game.
Do you think it's possible Sawa really did meet a ghost and got attacked?
I understand why you'd worry so much over Sawa to make such a grim face. But if you're thinking she might have been attacked by a ghost, that's completely incorrect.
He read our thoughts! Ken isn't showing a shred of belief in ghosts, huh? Seeing this, even if you told him about me existing, he probably wouldn't believe you. Or maybe, would he believe you because you're the one telling him? Actually, there's more to the rumor in that ghost story. The day Sawa told us the story, I heard more later, but the ghost's apparently coming from the cemetery. You know that cemetery park past the train tracks? You know it, yeah? girl committed suicide there before, and at night she wanders in search of company. And if you see a woman's body hanging from a tree branch in the cemetery, you get cursed. If you get close to the woman, she disappears. So there's people who think they're imagining things, but those who have seen the hanging woman commit suicide the same way in a week, they say. Someone knew the story, so it's possible she went to the cemetery last night and... That's scary. Considering we got chased 2 days ago, it's no laughing matter. That night you definitely were chased by an unknown woman and she was watching you.
All that it sounds like to me is extremely silly talk. But you seem to be taking this very seriously, Spacey. Your face is pale. I can't sit and watch you be swayed by such an unscientific story. Very well then, I'll prove to you that your worries are unfounded.
Dun dun dun.
Connection, Kent. I was kind of just waiting for a good place to stop, and also I didn't want to stop when the next day we were connecting to Kent because I didn't know if we stopped before the connection happened, if something would screw it up when we came back. It shouldn't, but whatever. Anyway, we're gonna start back on Kent in the next part. There is a lot of choices left, so I'm not really sure what's gonna happen here. It might be longer than normal, but anyway, yeah, I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.